Hey guys, second video, my cichlid and Oscar. Um, we're back on the same topic before. What kind of fish you could put in there with an Oscar? Well, sort of different situation, but anyways. You know when sucker fish, right? You can put them in there with Oscars. You also gotta make sure that the Pacu is bigger than the Oscar. I mean, if you can go up to Jack's Pets, they have to be bigger than the Oscar. Like, say, a large, about between that moon right there and to the skull. It's a pretty decent size. So, if you're also wondering what can you feed the Pacu, you don't need to feed the Pacu. It'll eat anything like crap, leftover food from their dinner. And also make sure to do your water change once a week, because my sister hasn't done a water change in a long time. So the tiger Oscar that I used to have is up in her tank, and she hasn't done anything. So he's been in there for a couple of weeks now, and you see now, I need to clean out my filter. I need to go clean it out right now. I mean, it's gonna affect my fish tank. So, anyways, one way you can tell a cichlid's full is when you can look at his stomach. It'll sort of pucker out on the sides. That's when you can tell when your cichlid is full. That's a faster way when your cichlid will get bigger. I mean, he's gotten bigger since I put him in my tank. My Oscar's gotten huge. I mean, I had him since about that big, and now look at him. I've had him for a couple months now. He's just now gotten that big. And one safe thing, like on the last video, if you have any leftover food in there, if you have holes in there, I'd probably flip it over, see if you shake any leftover food or crap, and just put it back in the same place. Then go back and do a water change. And I need to go and clean off my filter. And also make sure that you can obviously tell when an Oscar's not full. So if you feed your Oscar a pretty good amount of food, make sure to, if you want to, anyway, it's your decision. Like, I fed him this a couple minutes ago, and I hand fed him. He did good hand feeding him. I thought he would just gulp it down and get a bit of my finger. And there's another way how you can tell a difference between a male and a female Oscar. So obviously, I have a female, because if you look at their wings, well, not wings, but fins, you can tell that his fins are rounded off. That's a female right there, and I named him Duke. I know it sounds like a man game, but I like the name Duke. But if you tell that of a male Oscar, they're sort of like tipped. That's when you can tell. My tiger Oscar was a male, and she pretty much dominated him. And like I said in the other video, try to make sure your Oscar doesn't try to eat your cichlid, because at one point your cichlid will have enough, and he'll start attempting to eat your cichlid. Well, not your cichlids, your Oscar's fins, and eventually your Oscar will die. My dad used to have an Oscar with cichlids in it. He had two cichlids in it. They were jaguar cichlids. I didn't want a jaguar cichlid because I was afraid they were going to kill my Oscar. And I tried to get an Oscar with a tiny mouth, just to be safe, because the cichlids with big mouths will eventually kill your Oscar in dinner time for the cichlids. And the Pacu, I had it in here before. He about killed. He ripped the wings, well not wings, the fins off of him. He lost it on him. I mean, just literally ripped them apart. There were chunks of wings, no, I keep on saying wings, fins floating around, and I had to get those out of there. And I eventually had to get rid of the sucker fish and put him in my sister's tank so he wouldn't die. His fins are still torn up to this day. Now on the next video, I will be mentioning whether or not your Oscar is pregnant or not, which will probably take a couple days to figure out. So I'll see you on the next video. Please make sure to click the like button under the subscribe button. Having a good day.